Detroit Become Human is phenomenal. Think of a guy who just plays the game, finishes the story mode, and then maybe plays a couple of rounds, and then it's through with it. But like, Detroit is one of the only games that like makes me want to like explore whatever I miss. Like, when I looked at like the flowchart and then I saw how much I miss, I was like, I need to find out what it is. Cause this is where like Detroit Become Human succeeds, where like Telltale and like like all those like bad multiple choice games failed. Like, you could do nothing and I would still get an ending. You could die and you would still get an ending. Like nowadays games we become entitled by games like if we die or like make a wrong choice, they'll always give us like the second chance. Like in Minecraft story mode, you get killed, you get to try again. And that's why I like that, like games like Jedi, The Force Awakens. Wait, no, no, Jedi Fallen Order. Games where like if you die, you actually lose no matter what. Like quick saving is a meme. Like, it may be a meme, but like it's a bad meme, like a bad thing that all gamers have. Like, we've become entitled, like to the point, like like in real life, like dying will actually have consequences. So like games like Detroit Become Human, Jedi Fallen Order, they actually implemented like you actually lose something. Like in Detroit Become Human, you die, you actually get to view the story if you were never there. And another parallel between Telltale games and Detroit Become Human is like the sequences where you push buttons to like fight people. Like, if you don't press buttons, there's more options, and if you don't press more buttons, there's even more scenarios. Like me watching like other YouTube videos like where they just did nothing, like they didn't press any buttons. That had an ending. And I also saw that like pressing no buttons led to you like pressing a different sequence of buttons, which I found really interesting. And so in the game, like in the cinematic scenes, or like the scenes where you're just talking to people, like you have like options of what to say to them. And I also saw like a bunch of these locked like scenes, like these locked like options you had to like say to them, and that drives the curiosity of me through the roof. And then I went through, replayed the game, and then I found out that hidden like item. It even led to me getting a better outcome like with other characters. Or like, so the first time I played, like the first mission was like where you're busy with a hostage taker, right? So like I think I got over like with 65% and I ended up sacrificing myself. But I replayed the game and I searched everything, even the magazines. However, the magazines ended up to be nothing anyway. So I searched everything, and then when I went to him, I knew his name, I knew his history, I knew why he was angry, and I knew generally a lot more than I had like the first time I saw him. And so in games, there's always this generally the sense of the moral good, like like which side is good and bad. Like Telltale games, like I don't know, I'm sorry for like keep on pointing the finger at Telltale, but like seriously though, their games are really bad. And generally all of the games follow like the good ending, like like do what's good and none else. And let's look at Minecraft story mode, because I used to be a fan of the game. Like, if you just want to play the game, like you don't want to play for like the different choices you can find, or just like just play for like a single player game, like Minecraft story mode is really just a game like God of War, Last of Us. Like, it's just a playthrough. Like, nothing you do like actually impacts the actual story. Like, it will end up the same way whether you do something different or not. People will survive whether you save them or not. I've checked this myself. But in Detroit Become Human, like you can go either way. You can like choose to become like a pacifist or go war. Become like bloodlust. Like all the characters they ever chose to become evil or good. And so now we get to the endings. This game actually has 99 plus endings. Like I was gonna bet like 20 endings at most, but like 99 plus. That is not even all. And like every day, like I can bet you every day that like the people who play this game are finding new secret endings. Like, the endings may be minor, some like are gigantic in terms of differences. You have like Kara and Alice like going through the border, Kara and Alice going through the border with Luther. You have Kara and Alice dying. You have Kara and Alice with Luther dying. You have Kara and meeting her father. Blah 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 blah. You can even do something so early in the game that it impacts the game as a whole. Like Marcus, like I was so surprised by the fact that this was even a thing in the game. Like, you can get Marcus kicked out of Jericho before the whole revolution thing happens. This was shocking. Like, and then like it really gives you this feeling of like the hero he never became, like the child that never existed. So I'm also gonna be talking about Quantic Dreams and David Cage. Like, I have never heard of David Cage. Like, maybe I heard him like, but like subconsciously, like I was kind of like muted. Like I just recently like bought a PlayStation 4. Like, so these games like came in a pack. Like, Detroit Become Human was like the most interesting one for me. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a general game. Like the choices really didn't matter. I was just gonna like play along with the game. But when I played it again, like it really just made me want to see like how different things would turn out. And David Cage and Quantic Dream, like after playing this game, is like I'll definitely check out like the other games and the other stuff that David Cage has directed, because like this game tells me that he knows like how the ball goes around, like how to film a movie. I heard how he always treats like every game as a movie, and he made this one game that was really good, like Bloodbath or whatever. And if you do every single choice, every single ending, you will end up with days, or maybe just like 4 hours. Wait, no, 24 hours of footage, 14 hours. I don't know, but like that's how much footage this game has. Like the amount of effort, like this game must have taken like years to make. The amount of like mechanics, choices, different endings, and even like the cutscenes like where like you not doing those choices like impacted them slightly. Like you have to remember that a person was like in a computer or maybe like a bunch of groups. They were rendering each scene like, and so okay. Time to go out Telltale again. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry for picking up on them. Yeah, I'm bullying them. They're probably gonna commit Sudoku. Okay, so Telltale, like, they have this thing called, like, have this, like, friend boss. Like, if you do, like, something good to them, they'll become, like, they'll remember that. I never really got what that meant. Like, it never really meant anything, like, I'll be honest, like in Telltale games like Minecraft Story Mode again, like Olivia will remember that, even though there's no reason she needs to remember me telling that to her. We're in the middle of a life crisis, and she should, and I'm supposed to be expecting her to like bring that up. Like, what the man? And so like with the Detroit Become Human, like there are specific endings where you need the frame bar to be low or high, like there's an ending where Hank commits Sudoku. Like if you're like super hostile to him, like you like give him no reason to be your friend. But if you do give him a reason to be your friend, he doesn't commit Sudoku. However, I will not I'm not gonna give an exception to Detroit Become Human just because like it's a game I really like, and I'm impressed for like not sticking in the boundaries of typical multi choice game. There are some characters that the whole friend bar really didn't mean nothing. Oh, so next, philosophy. Like this game really doesn't answer the philosophy if if it's an android, should you treat it as a human being or just a machine that just is like has corruption in the software? Like, is it living or is it not living, or is it all just like a malfunction? Like like this is some like deep shit, like deep stuff. Like Connor, like he was forced to like kill his android for information, and like me being the sage I am, decided to go against that, and like I got like scrutinized because I failed my mission. I was supposed to go there to get information, and this really just led to me becoming a deviant. And so and there's also a choice to not become a deviant, though it just really proves how dark this game is, like how controversial it's willing to get, like how it's not controversial, it's real life, people. Like games are so safe now, like the environment's so bland. Really the only thing about in the game like you can even like say about the environment is that it's just there. Like the only thing like about the violence that the story occurs there. Like that's the really only thing you can say about the story. But like Detroit Become Human like has like magazines, new TV, and you can really just listen in. Like they have protests about people against androids. Like it really does give a good picture of what might happen. Like androids taking over jobs, leaving people jobless, doing everything, even becoming partners, and like the like okay I should have put no spoilers on this video at the beginning, but like even children, like androids are replacing children's point, like that's how big this is. And some side stories about the new superpowers and like life found on Titan and like space androids. Yeah, like and like like androids becoming like in a music band, winning the music awards. Like it really does give a good idea. Like like obviously people will be angry. Like like robots are taking over like what they had. I can imagine like if this actually happened, like a bunch of bands would just like go to prison just for like trying to damage androids. Like that's how far they would go. And then the character known as Carl, like I really liked Carl. Like I genuinely tried to save him. Like like ironically I thought the ending where like I like interfered and stopped the guy, like Carl's son, and then apparently I got the police called on me, and then boom, got killed. And then I replayed that this chapter, and then I played it where like I did do nothing, and he actually died of stress. Like I guess that's understandable, but like yeah. And like these characters, they really realistic. Like they emit this feeling of you cannot understand them unless you're like been put in their shoes, or like you have been like where they've been, like you've been as low as they have. That's where like a lot of movies and games and films they where like they struggle to like develop a character, like like they struggle to get us the audience to sympathize with him. And like Detroit Become Human, like the whole protest and like like reading the magazines, like looking for like side stuff and playing the game along the characters, it helps you to understand these characters and what they've been through, and really does get you to like sympathize with him. So going back to like like really like looking at everything you can find in the game, I love how like you find the simplest of things, or like the things that look the most simple of all. Like they can like help you to like playing better the game. Cause like I played the game twice and I still had some locked options to say. So above all, this is really a game I can see like you being content to spend hours with. Like you could just be watching a movie. You could like even bring your popcorn. Cause like this game really gives me like movie vibes. The story is intriguing, and the story will like, and like the most intriguing the story is, the more you will want to find out like what if you like did that choice early in the game, or what if you got them killed earlier in the game. And even getting, and yes, like I said before, getting them killed will still give you an ending. Like you'll just like want to see like how the games play out. Like me as a gamer, I like actually like I like the feeling of being like a third person, like just like a watch over, like like that's why like I actually like the endings where you just like die early in the game. You can really like you can see like how like this world like like the Euro that never existed. So like if you're planning on buying a PS4 or Xbox, like I'm saying that this game's enough like to want you to buy a PS4 instead of Xbox. This game is good enough for you to like just decide over PS4 compared to a Xbox One. I don't know how Xbox One messed up the deal between Detroit Become Human and like them simply not taking up this game. Like if they were the ones who refused exclusive rights, like if they had the Detroit Become Human, like knowing what I know now, I'd actually buy the Xbox One just to play Detroit Become Human. So yeah, this is how like Detroit Become Human has succeeded where many other games has failed. Bye!